I've watched some of your other interview recordings, and you've talked about like just try to surround yourself with the best people. This may be a dumb question, but how do you know if someone is good? Do you have like something that you're looking for? Is it just pattern recognition? Yeah. How do you spot talent density?
It's a good question. I think there's a couple things. I think there's like, I think like what is good, right? That itself is an interesting question, right? And I actually think that how I define good, obviously there's just like a pure IQ element to it, right? And you can be good at different aspects. I would say like the framework that I actually adopted from Plaid, from our founders there, was kind of similar for hiring for spikes, right? It's something that I think we've talked about, and you'll hear other Plaid execs talk about, where I very much believe that, building hyper-growth startups is very much like a team sport, right? It's not a family, it's a team. And the way that you build an all-star team is you're not going out and hiring a bunch of generalists that are all around good at what they do, right? You're going and hiring for specific skill sets, and then building complementary skill sets around those teams and functions, right? And so what does good mean for me? The other sort of ways I phrase it, like, great, like what are these people's superpowers, right? And why are they working on the thing that they're working on? And some part of it's a gut feeling around that, and some part is being really, really clear. And then I think the other part is a cultural thing. I think in order to build quote unquote talent density, I think it has to be built extremely deliberately from day one. I think there needs to be a high bar on talent from day one. And it's often really, really painful to do that, right? As a startup, particularly early stage, if you hit product market fit, like one of the things that you often feel pressure to do is like, we need to hire people to go do work, right? There's just so much shit that we need to do that we just need to hire people. And what I've often seen is that as a result, I don't want to say lower the bar, right? But you like change sort of what you're looking for. I actually do think it's lowering the bar, right? And I think that the best founders and where they're able to maintain that density are those that, in addition to actually not lowering the bar, but like continue to raise the bar. I think what you look for changes as the company evolves, right? Like people that are really great at super early stage may not necessarily be like the best for late stage company and vice versa. But I think you should always have that culture early on of we want to hire for spikes and be really deliberate on why we're bringing in and what each per incremental person we bring on, like what they're going to bring to the table, and at the end of the day, increase enterprise value of the company.
Yeah.